Morning, people. How you doing? How you doing, man? So today's post is sponsored by Black Sheep Coffee, across from Great Portland Street Station. Yeah, I was in there earlier, chatting to them, and they gave me a free coffee because like I did a post last week sometime. But yeah, so basically, it's what, Tuesday today, something like that. So basically, on Sunday, I got into a little bit of a madness where I was at work and this homeless guy was trying to steal something from my post box, and he just got really aggressive. Where I was trying to hold him down, like he bit my finger. He freaking, he was just really like, he was a tough guy, man. He was just, as I was trying to hold him down, he was literally like scratching and gouging at me. But anyway, so today I want to kind of talk about something that someone said to me like a couple of nights ago, one of my female friends. I got a bigger up, man, because she said something that rang home to me. So as you guys know, some of you know I'm a filmmaker. People always ask me, what kind of films have you made? I'm like, I ain't really made any films per se, but what it was, I make music videos and corporate films. So it was interesting where, obviously, if you know my story, I did a couple of posts, a half an hour post not too long ago. And you would see where in the post I was talking about, the things that happened to me in the past. Now, what this young lady said was, you're obviously you haven't suffered enough. Yeah? You haven't suffered enough to think, man, I can't do this, man. I need to make some money. I know this story will make me some money. That's what she said. And you know what? I totally agree. Because I've said that myself, where I've been like, you know what? I clearly haven't suffered enough if I cannot make some money off of, my story. Absolutely. So it's very important to understand that when people go to this place where they become absolutely amazing at what they do, that they've gone through some shit, basically. They've suffered, like on some big time sufferation. Who is it that said that they lived in a car before they finally made it? Yeah, I can see his face. I can't remember his name right now, and I know his name's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. And several other people have either lived in the streets or whatever. Even my brother, Alex Boye, yeah, I'm name dropping, dumb business. He lived in the streets at some point of his life. And now he's made it. So I feel like you need to go through some extra suffering that's more than just emotional, because even this story of this Tom Cruise lookalike who bit my finger, he would have gone through some ish. He's going through some stuff right now. Do you know what I mean? He's a homeless guy, obviously very strong. God knows what he was doing beforehand. And God knows what he's going to end up becoming. Because he had so much fight and energy. He was so driven to taking my face off. Jokes aside, man. I mean, another situation is when people see you and see all the things that you're worth, and you're there making excuses, going, oh yeah, basically like, I haven't got the money. This is me, by the way. I haven't got the money, to shoot this film, and I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to do that. Stop making excuses. And I'm saying this to myself. Stop making excuses. And then anybody else is making excuses out there, stop making them damn excuses, because no one cares. Straight up, no one cares. So I had a gentleman here that said to me one day, he said, Anthony, that's my middle name, why I use it at work. Anthony, you need to get a trade. You need to get a trade. No, serious, you need to get a trade. You know, you got to do some plumbing or be an electrician. You never go without work. Listen, this guy means well, and I totally get that. I totally get where he's coming from. And I guess he kind of looked to me down, looked to me as a son. I get that. Yeah. But no, I'm not going to conform to what other people want me to be. I'm not going to do it. Why am I going to conform? I am not going to conform to what other people want me to be. You want me to be a plumber, you want me to be, a decorator, painter, decorator, whatever, because it's work and that's all you know as a tradesman. I get it. I used to work in Screwfix. They make money over there. When I see them tradespeople coming in and they got like wads of 50s, like I'm talking fat wads of 50s. Yeah. I'm buying, whatever they're buying, freaking, I can't remember the terms right now. Yeah. So I get it. But it's not about conforming. It's about you being an individual. That's very important. You cannot be conforming, because right now, even me working a 9 to 5, which is nearly done soon, because at the end of the month, I'm going back to freelancing, so I can do more filming and more some of the other stuff, advertising, extras in music videos or extras in film, shall I say, and start shooting more music videos and start working on my stuff. Yeah. I conformed. I wanted to, get a mortgage. I wanted to, do certain things because I don't own my own property. You try and go in, having your own property in London. But if I started a long time ago, I might have made the kind of money that I wanted to make. But at the same time, I feel like I needed to get past my psychological and emotional well-being. I needed to mend myself, as it were, but yeah, that's it. That's one of the situations there. Be an individual. Do not conform. What was it? I wrote a couple of things, a couple of notes down. Be careful of those who are where you want to be. Yeah. Now this is another one. I spoke to a millionaire. I'm not going to name his name. He might sue me. He might have to give me money before he sues me. But anyway. And I was trying to get some advice from him. I said, do you mind if I interview you and, find out how you got your wealth? How hard it was and what you had to go through. Just to kind of be inspired by his story. He said no. The reason he said no, he said, oh, yeah, I get people asking me loads of questions. Da, 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 da. My thing is, be careful of who you try to ask advice from, and be careful who you want to be your mentor, as it were, because they might have fluked it and still wondering how they got to where they got to in terms of, their money. They probably fluked it. They're probably thinking, this guy thinks I've made it. I ain't even made jack. But compared to myself, yeah, I think you've made it. Not made it, making it, doing, and it's just interesting. I mean, there's so many mentors, I guess I have in my life, that I feel that I guess I take from, in a sense, and they give to me. I give to them, blah blah, in terms of learning or whatnot. Do not put people on pedestals. And think that this person is, great money making almighty or successful almighty. Even the people in your lives that you might think to a certain extent cannot teach you something are the ones that are teaching you something. So you need to be open to those kind of situations. Be open to that. Yeah. It's very important. Be open, be very open to people who are near you, who are actually showing you something. be very open in a sense. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, it's not about, you being kind of big-headed or you thinking that you know it all, because you don't know it all. And I don't claim to know it all. These videos that I'm doing are not just for other people, they're for me. They're kind of like a self-help. This is what self-help should look like. You're literally helping yourself, in a sense. Yeah? By doing these videos, I'm helping myself get to where I want to be. Sometimes I have to watch these videos back and go, I get it. That's what you're trying to say. I sometimes have to watch these videos back and go, wow, you said that? So it's important to be still and learn from self. Important to learn from other people. And it's important to not discriminate against, don't be an ageist. Thinking because, this person is too old, they don't know what they're talking about. Or this person is too young, they don't know what they're talking about. You need to kind of understand that you can learn from absolutely anybody. Yeah, it's important. Now, the most important thing is that I'm trying to basically give to this today or say today is you need a big enough reason to do what you need to do. A big enough reason. Yeah? Like, you're not going to see me, obviously you're not going to see me like, make myself homeless so that I can actually, get a big enough reason to do what I need to do. You're not going to see me do that. But possibly I don't want it bad enough for me to put myself into that situation. Possibly. Maybe I do need to do that. But it won't be real because I would have put myself in that situation myself. Obviously, it's a case of not being safe, because we always want to live on a safe side. You don't want to take risks and blah, blah, blah. The bigger the risk, the bigger the success. So I say to myself as I'm playing this video, recording this video, that when I watch this back, I will learn from it. And I understand that I, Tim Anthony Ford, formerly Anthony Tim Ogumuyiwa, will, ATO Productions, will challenge myself to do better, will do much better than I did yesterday, do much better than I did a year ago. When I say do much better, do great things compared to what I did last year, what I did yesterday, what I did about 13 minutes ago. I will challenge myself to do that. And people, write me the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this video right now. Let me know. Send me your videos. Send me your videos and let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, we always talk about people being either not successful, being poor, working living on the streets, and then people who are absolutely successful. But we never talk about the middle ground. How did they get there? What took them, or how much fight did they have in themselves for them to pick themselves up and say, yeah, I'm going to do this. I don't care. What was that passion? What was big enough in their hearts? What was big enough in their whole guts, in their soul, that made them say, you know what? I'm going to get up and do this. I don't care. What was that drive? I want that drive. Because sometimes I look at myself and go, I literally haven't suffered enough for me to really want this. Do I really want this? I do. But I'm not even convinced that I really do. Yeah? So this is what my challenge is going to be. I am going to challenge myself to get what I want and get it done. Have a great day.